Hi everyone, my name is Rachel Smets, and let me ask you, are you living abroad? Would you like to live abroad? Or maybe you want to return home? What will you do abroad? What job? What destination? A lot of questions. How to live abroad successfully is something I can talk about for hours. I even wrote a book about it, and really, I love it. I am living abroad. You know, many years ago, it was my dream, and I'm still living my dream. I've lived in about 7 different cultures, speak almost 7 different languages, and I developed a passion for cultures, different cultures, which is what I want to talk to you about today. As a trainer in cultural diversity, I help people to understand their surroundings and boost their confidence and achieve their goals and dreams to become the person they want to be and adjust in the country they are or would like to be. So, okay, let me just go back a little bit and let me ask you, you are a unique human being, right? Yet you are very different amongst all the others. You see, we are all different human beings. There is no copy of you. There is no replica. There is no duplica. You are an original. So the question I want to discuss today is, how can you make a difference with your difference? In other words, how can you turn your differences into assets? Why? Why am I talking about all of this? It's not just because I am so passionate about cultures, but it's because every day we are confronted with other cultures. I mean, think about where you live. Who are your neighbors? Are they all from the same country and culture? Or in school as a kid, you know, we have students of all different kinds of cultures. But also at work. You know, maybe your colleagues are from other countries or online. Today our world is online. We are just one click away from lots of other countries and people all around the world. So on a daily basis, yeah, we deal with other cultures. And I like to think about 2 categories. You know, 2 categories, roughly of course, how people deal with other cultures. And the first category are the ones that isolate and alienate from other cultures, and the second category are the ones that embrace other cultures. Let me explain this. The first category are the people that they like the familiar, you know, do the things that they are used to do and talk to the people in their own language from their own country because it's safe, it's nice, it's familiar. Buy the food that they know and drink the beer that they know. It's safe, it's familiar, it's the comfort zone, right? So that's the first category. The second category of people are the ones that really enjoy other cultures and embrace it and be open for it. Let's say you greet a Latin American, and the first thing you do is you want to shake their hands, but they give you a hug instead. Maybe it's a little bit of a surprise to you, but hey, you let it happen. That's the category of people who embrace and are open and flexible to other cultures. How we deal with other cultures? Well, sometimes it means that you have to step out of your comfort zone and do things that you're not familiar with. For some of us, arriving into a new country may be very uncomfortable at first. You know, you arrive in a new country and you see all the different streets and different street signs and different buildings and different houses, and everything and everyone looks different. Everything and everyone looks foreign. But the reality is, you are foreign because everything is completely normal. But it's a trick that our mind plays with us. It's something we do automatically. You know, you come to a new place and everything and everyone looks different. We think it's different. We see other people and we think they are weird. But actually we're the weirdos. We're the foreigners. And we have to adapt to the new language, to the new currency, maybe to the new people, to the new outfits and signs. And I mean, just think about it. Has it ever happened to you? You know, the figuring out of the mystery of how to flush a toilet, for example. Do you pull it? Do you push it? Do you squeeze it? We have to adapt all the time when we arrive to something new. Same thing with cultures. But learning how to deal with other cultures and using the magic formula, which I am just about to share with you, is it's gonna enrich your life. Yeah, it makes you a richer person. You become more experienced, you gain more knowledge, you gain more confidence, you are able to build relationships all over the world. You become less frustrated and more comfortable. So how? Here we go. How can you become more culturally competent in this diverse world? How can you become more comfortable in this diverse world of diverse cultures? I'm going to share with you my magic formula. It's really a magic formula, okay? And it's only 3 letters. It's only 3 letters, so it's really easy to remember. It's an acronym, actually. An acronym of 3 letters, and they are Hola. O-L-A. Hola. Okay, so what does it stand for? Well, first of all, observe. Observe. Look around you. Look objectively. Don't think of what you normally do. Think about why someone is doing something. You know, some people eat with knife and forks, other people eat with chopsticks. Just observe objectively. There is no right or wrong. Talking about that, how often do we hear people say, they drive in that country on the wrong side of the road? How about they drive on the other side of the road? There is no right or wrong. Just observe and look around you and look objectively. Okay, so O, observe. And then L, learn. Learn. Learning is the key to understanding. So learn about the context of the differences, not just the differences itself. Let me give you an example. You're at an international networking event or a party or something, and sometimes you see, especially with all these different, people from all these different countries, sometimes you see people stand very close to each other. And for some people, for some of us, it may be very uncomfortable, and we tend to step a step back. But if you learn that some countries are very densely populated, and for those people, standing close to each other and having little personal space is very common and very comfortable for them. So learn about it. Learning is the key to understanding that. So we have observe, we have learn, and then the A is apply. Apply your learning. Apply your understanding. Let's say, for example, you have a meeting at 10 a.m. and you're a very punctual person. So you arrive at, let's say, 10-15 minutes earlier than 10 a.m., right? But some people from another culture, for them it means having a meeting at 10 a.m. is, getting your things ready and arriving when they're ready. So if you're meeting with someone like that, instead of feeling frustrated and maybe feeling disrespected when the other person arrives late, maybe you can say something like, "Oh, hi, I'm glad you made it." Another example is speaking your mind, saying, "Yeah, I can do that," or "No, I can't do that." It's a typical individualistic virtue. But for some cultures, saying no is way too confrontational, so they tend to soften it with a kind of yes. So remember that yes can mean maybe, but it's all for the sake of harmony and peace, because because that's their culture. So, we have observe, learn, and apply. And I'm not saying you have to love and agree all of these practices. No, I'm just saying be open and be flexible. Let me end with this image for you, okay? Imagine you go on a holiday, your dream destination, okay? And you arrive at your destination and the blue sky and the ocean and wonderful. The colors and the images and the sensation and the smell and you know that curiosity you have and that excitement when you arrive and that feeling in your stomach like, oh, wow, look at that and look at that and look at that. You know that feeling, that exciting feeling? That feeling is what I would like you to have when you meet people from other cultures. Be excited, be open, be curious, be flexible. And have fun practicing hola. Thank you. And if you want to know much more, this is my book, Living Abroad Successfully. How, when, what, and where. Everything about cultures, languages, what destination you should go into, how you can prepare yourself. What about money? What about the language? What about a cultural shock? What about if you're homesick? Checklist, everything, quotes, tips from other expats all around the world. Living abroad successfully? Yeah, it's possible. I'm loving it. And you should too. Enjoy. Thank you.